Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss some of the material of the Mathematics Economics course. And before we proceed to the material, I would like to introduce myself and my colleagues. Here's myself, Adinda Zulfa Putri. I will explain about derivative. And my friends, Hafifa Indah Anastasia Matondang will explain about matrix, and Nuraini will explain about application in partial differential, and last, Nirvagiani Aulia will explain about linear function. So, let's go straight to the first material.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone, my name is Nirva Giani Aulia, and this video I will explain the topic of linear function, which is a fundamental concept in the study of economic mathematics. This material covers various aspects, including the definition of function, the Cartesian coordinate system, linear equation, and application involving two variables. So let's begin our discussion. So what is a function? A function is a special rule that connects each value from one group, it's called codomain, to exactly one value in another group, called codomain. And this is illustration, function as a mapping. Here we have set A and B. Set A represent the domain, and set B represent two codomain. If you notice that each element in A points to only one element in B, that's a rule of function. If you think of function like automatic machine, you feed something into the machine, this called is input or X, and the machine then process this input according as to specific rule or formula by F. And finally, the machine give you an output written as Fx. For every input you give, the machine always produce exactly one output. Okay, next is Cartesian coordinated system. To represent graph on a flat surface, we use Cartesian coordinate system. The system consists of two perpendicular number line, which is the horizontal line axis and the vertical line y-axis. And the point where two axes intersect is called the origin, written 0.0. These two axes divide the plane into four sections, called the quadrant, which is numbered in a counterclockwise direction starting from the top right. In quadrant 1, both x and y is plus, positive, positive. And quadrant 2, x is negative and y is positive. And in quadrant 3, both x and y are negative. And quadrant 4 is x is positive and y is negative. Okay, next. This is an example of function. Given function f(x) equal x squaring. To graph this function, first is choose several value of x. Select values of x including negative, 0, and positive number. This is, for example, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0, 1, 2, 3, yeah, and many numbers. And next is calculate fx. Find fx by scoring each x value, and the result is this table. And next, plot the point, x point fx, plot the calculate point of the coordinate plane, and connect them with a smooth curve. Okay, next. Linear function. A linear function is a type of mathematical function that creates the straight line when it is graphed on a Cartesian coordinate plane. This type of function shows a constant rate of change between the input x and output y. This is a general of a linear function. Y equal m x plus c, where y is the output or dependent variable, the value that depends on x. X is the input or independent variable. M is the slope or gradient of the line. And C is the y-intercept, the point where the line crosses the y-axis when x is 0. The slope M controls that direction and steepness of the line. If slope positive, slope is upward. Positive slope, upward. If M negative, the slope is downward. If slope 0, M equals 0, the slope is horizontal line. Okay? Okay, next. This is a sample given the equation y equal 3x plus 2. Okay, this is a sample give the equation y equal 3x plus 2. Find the following one, the value of y when x equal 5. And next, the value of y when x equal 2. And draw the graph of the linear equation. Okay, the function is x, 3x plus 2, where m3 is slope positive, and the y-intercept is 2. Okay, let's the substitute of x equal 5. Y 3 multiple 5 plus 2 equal 5p plus 2 equals 17. And the value is 5.17. Okay. If x equal to y x multiple 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2 is 8. And the value is 2.8. Okay. And this is the answer. And this is the graph, yeah. For the draw graph of linear equation, first, create a table of value and calculate the corresponding y value. And next, plot the point x, point y on the coordinate plane and connect the point with the straight line. Okay, the graph is straight line because the linear function. The line increases because the slope is positive, and it crosses the y-axis in 1 to 0.2. And this is value when x is 5 and y is 17. And this is points if x is 2 and y is 8. Okay, next. Example problem. A company sells a product and earns revenue in rupiah based on the number of product Q as a sold. The equation relating revenue and number of product is revenue equal 5,000 Q plus 10,000. Question is, what is the total revenue if the company sells 50 products? This is the answer. Pivot Q, 15Q in the equation. So revenue equal 5,000 Q plus 10,000, which is 5,000. Substitute the Q is 50 plus 10,000 is plus 10,000 is the answer 2016 rupiah. Total revenue is 2060 rupiah when the company sells product 50. Okay, next. Linear function of two variables. A system of linear equation in two variable or SPLDV is a set of two linear equations that each involve two variables, usually x and y. The general from each equation is this. And where x and y are the variables, a1, b1, a2, b2 are coefficient, and c1 and c2 are constanta. Okay, next. Linear function of two variables. There are two main methods to solve it. First is substitution method. First, choose one of the equation and solve for one variable, then simplify. And next, substitute the expression from that variable into the other equation and simplify. And use the result to find the value of the first variable by substituting back into the original equation. Okay, next, elimination method. First is add or subtract the two equations. Make the coefficient of one variable the same. Eliminate that variable and simplify the equation. And the next, from the simplified result, substitute back into one of the original equation to find the value of the other variable. Okay, this is the example. If given the system of equation is 2x plus y equal 10 and 3x mean y equals 5. For the substitute method, step 1, choose one equation and solve for one variable. This is 2x plus y equals 10. Y equals 10 mean 2x. And step 2, substitute the expression for y into the second equation. Now substitute y equal 10 minus 2x into the second equation is 3x mean y equal 5. And this is the answer is x equal 3. And the next step, substitute the value of x back into the first equation. Now substitute x equals 3 into the first equation. This is a substitute plus x plus y equal 10. And the final answer, y equals 5. And final answer is x is 3 and y is 4. Okay, next. And this is an example of eliminate method. First, eliminate one variable. For example, eliminate x. First is multiply the first equation by 4 to match the coefficient of x. And the final and step next, substitute y back into one of the original equation. And the final answer, x is 3719. And the final answer is x is 3719 and y is 519. Okay. Next, forming linear equation. There are two methods to find the linear constant. First is using two coordinates, two using the coordinate and the one gradient. So from a linear equation, from the 2 points, we need to determine the gradient or slope and use it both the linear equation. First step is find the gradient slope using this formula. And step 2, from the linear equation, we can arrange the equation to solve y. This is, and then by isolating by y in this. Okay, next, this is which is formula to gradient. Then the point slope form of a linear equation is this, and this is can also be written is the slope intercept from this is. Okay, next. For the example, create the linear equation from point A 1.2 and B 2.4. Step 1, find the gradient slope. Use the formula this, and from the points 1.2 and 2.4, substitute, and so the gradient m is 2. And the next step is substitute the gradient and 1 point into the equation. Use the equation from straight line and substitute. And now we have m equal to and intercept c equals 0. Okay, next. 2 from a linear equation, when we are given 1 point and gradient slope, we use the point slope. This is a formula. And example problem is create a linear equation from a slope m equal to and a point 3.4. Step 1, substitute into the formula. We use formula this and substitute the values this. And step 2, distribute it and simplify. Distribute the 2 on the right hand side and add 4 the both side. and final result is y is 2x min 2. Okay, let's conclude the explanation of linear function in the context of economic mathematics. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has been informative. If you have any further question, please feel free to ask. Have a great day and see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.
It's me, Dinda. In this video, I want to explain you about derivative, the differentiation basic concept. So, what is a derivative? Simply put, a derivative represents the rate of change or the slope of a function at a particular point. There are a few notation, for example, f prime x, dy dx, or dfx. All of them represent the same things about derivative of a function. So first, the basic concept or constant rule. So the constant rule, it's simple guys. It's derivative constant. The answer is always 0. So for example, derivative minus 10, it's 0. It's also derivative minus 100, it's also 0 because there is haven't any variable, it's only a constant. Okay, next the power rule. So this is the formula. In words, to find the derivative of x power n, reduce the exponent n of x by 1 and multiply your new power of x by the original exponent. So for example, number one is derivative x power 7. So you can put the 7 in front and then times x power 7 minus 1. It's 7x raised 6. Okay, so example number two, it's like this. Derivative derivative x squared root 3. So before we derive this function, you have to simplify this function first. So it will be like this. X power 2 over 3. Okay, you can put the 2 over 3 in the front times x. So 2 over 3 minus 1. In this example, this one is 3 over 3. So the final answer is 2 over 3x power minus 1 over 3. So next, example number 3 is derivative 1 over x x power 5. So it's same, you have to simplify first. It's like this, minus 5 because, and then minus 5x minus 6 because minus 5 minus 1. Okay, the last example for power rule, it's like this. Number 4, dx x power 1.3. So it's same guys like before, like the formula. It's 1.3x power 1.3 minus 1. So 1.3x power 0.3. Okay, because minus 1. So next to the product rule, I think I think you guys see this formula, it's a little bit confused, right? So you can write it, the formula, it's like this. Derivative of f g is f derivative g plus g derivative of f. In words, the derivative of the product fg is f times the derivative of g plus g times the derivative of of f. So for example, f is x power 5 times 3x power 2 plus 1. So in this function, this is the fx and this one is a gx. So it's same, you have to simplify you have to find the derivative of f and the derivative of g first. So it's like this, derivative of x is 5x power 4 and derivative of g is 6x plus 0 or 6x only. So the answer is you just put the this one to this formula. So it will be like this. Nah, and then you just multiply it like the basic. It's 6x power 6 plus 15x power 6 plus 5x power 4. So if the multiplied if there have powers, you have to plus the power. So but this is not a multiply, right? This is the plus basic. So you just place the constant, the power it's same. 21x power 6 plus 5x power 4. So yeah, this one the answer. Okay, next to the quotient rule. Nah, the quotient rule is same, it's little bit confused, right? So the simple one is like this. Okay, for example, like minus 2 over nah, in this question, this one is fx and this one is gx. Okay, so it seems you have to derivate the two function. So the answer is like this. It's 3x power 2. Derivative of g is not 6, it's 8x. Okay, so the answer is like this. You just put the f g and derivative f derivative g to the formula. So it will be like this. Over 4. Okay. So it just you guys multiplied. Okay, it's 12x power 4 minus 8x power 4 minus 16x over 16x power 4. So it's 12x power 4 minus 8x power 4 plus 16 16x over 16x power 4. So the answer it's 4x power 4 plus 16x over 16x power 4. So it's last answer. It's like this. It's correct, guys. But you when you want to simplify, it's correct too. So next to the second derivative, it's easy, guys. The second derivative is the most easier than other rule. The second derivative, it's only give the rate of change of the original function. So for example, fx is 5x power 4 minus 3x power 2 minus 3x plus 7. So the derivative of x, you have find the first derivative first. It's 20x power 3 minus 3x minus 3. Okay. It's not 3, it's 6. Okay. Nah, you can find the second derivative after you find the first derivative. So you must to derive the first derivative. It's 60x power 2 it's 6x power 2 minus 6. Okay. It's same, guys. When you want to find the fifth derivative, you must to find the first, second, third, and fourth derivative. So this is the last rule. Last but not least, this chain rule, it's written like this: dy dx dy du dx, or it can written like this: dy dx equals f derivative f gx and derivative g. So for example, find dy dx if y it's x power 2 plus 2 power 3 minus 3 times x power 2 plus 2 plus 1. So this is you can write the simply, guys. For example, y is u power 3 minus 3u power 2. Now, the u is it's x squared plus 2. Okay, so the answer is dy du is 3u squared minus 6u. Okay, you just derivate this. Okay, and du dx is 2x. So the final answer is like this. 3u squared minus 6u times 2x. Okay, this one the final answer. Okay guys, thank you. I hope you can understand what I explained about derivative, and I want to say sorry if I make a mistake when I just tell you about derivative. So yeah, I hope you can understand, right? So thank you guys, bye.
Hello everyone, here I am Nurani. I will explain about the material application in partial differential. Okay, list of content. The first is optimization rules. The second, optimization without constraints. The third, two product frame and joint production cost. The four, partial marginal utility. The five, optimization with constraint. The six, partial marginal product. And the last, optimization, consumption balance and production balance. Okay. There's two type of optimization. Uh, Number one, without constraint, using Hessian method. Number two, with constraint, using Lagrange method. Uh, the first, without constraint, or Hessian. Three steps of optimization using Hessian method. One, calculate first partial derivative equal 0. Two, calculate second partial derivative Vxs, Vyy, Vxy. Three, use Hessian determinant. D is equal Vxs. D is equal to Vxs times Vyy minus Vxy 2. If D more than 0, Vxs and Vyy more than 0 is equal local minimum if D more than 0, Vxs and Vyy less than 0 is equal local maximum. D more than 0 is equal saddle point. D is equal 0, need further investigation. To product from and joint production cost. The company produces two types of product. The cost output are joint production cost. Maximum profit is calculated using the differential approach as follows, assuming that VA and VA are constant. Revenue from production RA is equal to F times GA. RA is equal to GA times BA. Revenue from production B. RB is equal to F times GB. RA is equal to K uh, times VB. Total revenue TR is equal RA plus RB is equal F multiplied QA plus F multiplied QB. Total cost TC is equal F multiplied QA PJ is equal to F times QA QB. Profit function P is maximum when integral V is equal 0. That is df per dqa is equal 0. dv df per dqb is equal 0 from 1 and 2 key A and key B can be obtained next. Calculate the maximum value of V. The next example, show product from and joint production cost. A company production X unit of company A and Y unit of commodity B for price A Vx is equal 100,000 min X in rupiah and price B Vy in equal 100,000 min Y in rupiah are given. The total cost function for these two commodities is Gxy is equal x squared plus xy plus y squared. What is the optimum amount of commodities A and B to maximize profit? Give conclusion on how much a unit of commodity A and B will give on how much maximum profit. Answer. Number one, fungsi keuntungan. TL is equal 100 min x plus 100,000 min y is equal 100,000 x min x quadrat plus 100,000 y min y quadrat is equal 100,000 x plus 100,000 y min x quadrat min y quadrat. CC is equal x quadrat plus xy plus y quadrat. P is equal TR minus TC is equal 100,000 x plus 100,000 y min x quadrat min y quadrat min x quadrat plus xy plus y quadrat is equal 100,000 x plus 100,000 y min 2x quadrat min 2x quadrat min 2x min 2x quadrat min 2y quadrat min xy. Oke, number 2, turunan parsial. Do V per do X is equal 100,000 min 4x min Y. Do V per do Y is equal 100,000 min 4Y min X. Number 3, titik optimum. Set do V per do X it's F is equal 0 and the V per do Y is equal 0. 100,000 min for X min Y is equal 0. 100,000 min for Y min X is equal 0. Okay, from A, Y is equal 100,000 min for X substitusi to A 100,000 min for multiplied 100,000 min for X min X
is equal 0. 100,000 mean 400,000 plus 16 x mean x is equal 0. Mean uh, mean 300 plus plus um, 300 plus 15 x it's equal 0 x is equal 20. Y is equal 100,000 mean 4 multiplied 12 20 uh, is equal 100,000 mean mean 80 is equal 20 for laba maximum. V is equal 100,000 multiplied 20 plus 100,000 multiplied 20 mean to 20 to 20 quadrat mean to 20 quadrat mean 20 multiplied 20 is is eq- is equal 2,000 plus 2,000 mean 1800 mean 1800 mean 400,000 is equally s is equal for 4,000 mean 2,000. Okay, next. Partial marginal utility. Partial marginal utility is a concept in economic that describe the additional satisfaction utility obtained from increasing the consumption of one unit of a particular good. Assume, assuming the amount of other good is fixed, categories values. Customer satisfaction is symbolized by U. Good customers are symbolized by K. U is equal Fx. The first derivative of U represents a partial marginal utility. DU for dx is the marginal utility concerning good x. DU for dy is the marginal utility concerning good y. Okay. Example, customer satisfaction of a customer from consuming good x and y is represented by the utility function. U is equal 24 x plus 32 y mean x quadrat mean y quadrat. Find formula the marginal utility function, determine the value of x and y that can maximize utility, determine the value of maximum utility. Okay, next answer. Number one, marginal utility function. The U for the x is equally is equal 24 mean 2x
The U per the Y is equal 32 min 2Y. Number two, determine the value x and y. Calculate the first derivative equal 0. The value the u per dx is equal 24 min 2x become 24 min 2x is equal 0. Become x is equal 12. The U for the Y is equal 32 min 2Y. 32 min 2Y become 32 min 2Y is equal 0. Become Y is equal 6. The stationary point is X is equal 12 and Y is equal 16. Okay. Second derivative Vxs is equal min 2, Vyy is equal min 2, Vxy is equal min 0. Cek hasil determinan. D is equal Vfs multiplier Vyy minus Vxy kuadrat is equal min 2 min 0 kuadrat is equal 4. While D more than 4, Vxs less than 0, Vyy less than 0, then the function reach local maximum at point 12 or 16. Number 3, maximum utility. Q 12 and 16 is equal 24 multiplied 12 plus 4 32 multiplied 16 min 12 quadrat min 16 quadrat is equal 288 plus 512,000 min 144 min 256 it's equal 400,000. Conclusion, utility is maximum in 400,000 for 12 unit of code S and 16 unit of code Y. Okay, optimization with constraints. Calculating the extreme value of a function that faces constraints in the flow of another function, forming a new function, namely the Lagrange function. Lagrange function. So for here, what we want to optimize. G is equal fxy with the condition that must be fulfilled. U is equal gx y, then the Lagrange function is vxyx is equal vxy plus vxy. Lagrange function. Number one, extreme values are stationary and can be found by formulating the first partial derivative equal to 0. Vx xyx is equal Vx plus lambda gx is equal 0. Vy xyx is equal Vy plus lambda gy is equal 0. Number two, to determine whether the utility function or objective function has a maximum, two conditions must be met. Find the second partial derivative directly and the cross partial derivative with respect to variable x and y of the Lagrange function and the linear budget equation. The from the ordered Hessian determinant with notation H, which is in the form Vxs, Vy, Vxy, Gx, dan Gy. If H more than 0, then the objective function z has a relative maximum. If H less than 0, then the objective function z has a relative minimum. Example, determine the extreme value of z is equally x here with the condition x plus 3y is equal 10. 9 xy is equal x plus 2y minus 10 it's equal 0. L xy lambda it's equal xy min lambda x plus 2y min 10. 2L per 2 x y min lambda it's equal y min lambda it's equal 0 become y it's equal lambda. 2L per 2y is equal x min 2 lambda is equal 0 become x is equal 2 lambda. 2L per 2 lambda is equal min x plus 2y min 10 is equal 0 become x plus 2y is equal 10. Substitusi x plus 2y is equal 10 become 2 lambda plus 2 lambda 2 multiplied lambda is equal 10 become 4 lambda is equal 10 become lambda is equal 5 per 2. Y is equal lambda is equal 5 per 2 x is equal 2 lambda is equal 5. Calculate extreme values. Z is equal xy is equal 5 multiplied 5 per 2 it's equal to 5 per 2. Partial marginal product. So product and output and product either good and service in a certain quantity. Two or more input are used. Uh, this input can be in the form of labor, capital, land, and scale, symbol by XE. Is equal 1 to blah 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 and the relationship between the output production and its input is called production function. If the amount of output production is denoted by V, the input used, then the production function can be written with the following notation: V is equal f x1, x2, x3, blah blah blah, xn. Consumption balance. The level of consumption combination that provides optimum satisfaction or consumption balance can be found using the Lagrange method is as follows. Vxy is equal Vxy plus lambda x multiplied Vx plus y multiplied Vy min m. To maximum f, Vxy is equal 0 become Vx xy plus lambda Vx. Vxy is equal 0 become Vy xy plus lambda Vy. Okay, for consumption balance total utility, you is equal f(x) marginal utility mu is equal integral u is equal f(x) marginal utility of good mux is equal f(x) is equal du per dx. Marginal utility of good MUY is equal fxy is equal du per dy. Example: the satisfaction of a customer from consuming good X and Y is reflected by the utility function U is equal XY. The customer income is $1,000 and the price of goods are X to $5 per unit. Y is equal $50 per unit. Formula the marginal utility function for each good. What is the marginal utility of if the consumer consume uh, 14 unit of X and 13 unit of Y? Explain whether is a threshold in optimal consumer satisfaction or not. Calculate the combination of consumption X and Y that provides optimum satisfaction. Calculate the value and verb at the level of optimum satisfaction. Okay, answer. Number one, uh, is equal x squared y squared 3 mux is equal vxy is equal du per dx is equal 2xy squared 3 muy vx muy is equal vxy is equal du per dy is equal 3x quadrat y quadrat. Number two, if x is equal 14 and y 13 mu and y is equal 13 mux is equal to x quadrat 3 is equal to multiplied 14 13 quadrat 3 it's equal 61,516. MUX 3 MUX is equal 3 x quadrat y quadrat. It's equal 3 multiplied 14 quadrat 13 quadrat. It's equal 99,372. Consumption equilibrium MUX per VX is equal it's equal 61,516 per 25 is equal 2,460,664 MUY per PY is equal 99,372 per 5D. It's equal 1,980,44. Number three, the utility function U is equal x quadrat y quadrat 3 and the budget function is 25x plus 50y mean 1000 is equal 0. The new Lagrange function is Vxy is equal x squared y quadrat 3 plus lambda multiplied to 5x plus 50y mean 1000 vxy is equal x kuadrat y kuadrat 3 plus 2 plus 25 x lambda plus 5 plus 50 lambda mean 1000 lambda. Maximum fit fx is equal to x y quadrat 3 plus 25 lambda is equal 0. Lambda mean to x y quadrat 3 over 25 vx it's equal 3x kuadrat y kuadrat plus 50 lambda is equal 0. Okay. Maximum fx is equal to xy quadrat 3 plus 25 lambda is equal 0. Lambda into xy quadrat 3 per 25 px is equal 3 x quadrat y quadrat plus 50 lambda is equal 0. Lambda mean 3x quadrat y quadrat plus per 50. Based on equation 1 and 2, lambda is equal lambda. Mean to x quadrat 3 per 25 is equal mean 3 x quadrat y quadrat per 50. 1000 x quadrat 3 is equal it's equal 75 x kuadrat y kuadrat y 3 per 3 per 4x. Insert to the Baldi function to 5x and to 5x and 50 multiplied 3 per 4x mean 1000 1000 is equal 0. X is equal 16 or y is equal 12. For u is equal x quadrat y quadrat 3 is equal multiplied 16 quadrat 12 quadrat 3 is equal 442.368. For x 16 y 12 mux it's equal to multiplied 16 12 quadrat 3 is equal 55.296. MUY is equal 3 16 quadrat 12 quadrat is equal 110.952. Consumption equilibrium MUX per PX is equal 55.296 per 25 is equal 2,211.84. MUY per VY is equal 110.9 152. It's equal 2,211,084. Production balance, the level of production combination that provides optimum cost balance and can be found using the Lagrange method. Example, averaging Alkan 19.6 to dollar to production input K and L. The price per unit or K is $4 and L is $3 with the production function is V is equal 12 KL. Then how many unit of each input to provide optimum production? How many unit of output are production from that combination? From the optimum production level is achieved at the result of the obtained combination. Okay. And this is the answer. Number one, number two, and number three. Okay. Thank you for attention and sampai jumpa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kofifa Indah Natasha Matondang. NIM 10401240264. Next, what is matrix? A matrix in mathematics is an arrangement of number, real or complex, symbol arranged in row and column in a rectangular shape. Next, get to know the matrix. If the row is vertical, if the column is horizontal. Jadi kalau yang baris itu vertikal, kalau yang kolom itu horizontal. Next, in the addition matrix, there are commutative law and associative law. A, commutative law. Matrix A, 1, 2, 3, 4, and B, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, next, matrix A plus B, 1 plus 5 together with 6, 2 plus 6 together with 8, 3 plus 7 together with 10, 4 plus 8 together with 12. Example, if no matrix A, 4, 2, 3, and 0. And matrix B, 7, 2, 5, and 1. Matrix A plus B, 4 plus 7, 3 plus 2, 2 plus 5, and 0 plus 1. The result of matrix A plus B is equal to 11, 5, 7, and 1. Next, associative flows. Matrix A consists of 6, 4, 3, 8, 1, 2. Matrix B 1, 3, 4, 1, 5, 2. And matrix C 2, 5, 1, 3, 4, and 7. The formula is A plus B, A plus B plus C, B plus C, A plus B plus C. Next, so 6 plus 1 together with 7, 4 plus 3 together with 7, 3 plus 4 together with 7, 8 plus 1 together with 9, 1 plus 7 together with 6, 2 plus 2 together with 4. So A plus B plus C. The result of A plus B is reduced. So 7 plus 2 together with 9, 7 plus 5 together with 12, 7 plus 1 together with 8, 9 plus 3 together with 12, 6 plus 4 together with 10, 4 plus 7 together with 11. Next, B plus C. B tambah C. 1 plus 2 together with 3, 3 plus 5 together with 8, 4 plus 1 together with 5, 1 plus 3 together with 4, 5 plus 4 together with 9, 2 plus 7 together with 9. The result of B plus C is reduced. So 6 plus 3 together with 9, 4 plus 8 together with 12, 3 plus 5 together with 8, 8 plus 4 together with 12, 1 plus 9 together with 10, 2 plus 9 together with matrix determinan. If matrix A terdiri dari A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, then the determinant of the matrix can be determined. Next, determinan A consists of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Next, the two from the front will move it. Next, the given a diagonal line, diberi garis diagonal dengan hasil A dikali E dikali I plus B dikali F dikali G plus C dikali D dikali H minus C dikali E dikali G minus A dikali F dikali H minus B dikali D dikali I. Jadi, so the result of the whole is what will be the determinant. Jadi hasil yang kita kalikan, yang kita tambahin dan kita kurangi itulah yang jadi determinannya. Gitu. If now matrix A together with 4, 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, and 5, 2, 4. Determinant A 4, 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4. And 2 columns from the front are moved to the back. Then given a horizontal line to the right 3 times and to the left 3 times. And the result 64 plus 80 plus 10 minus 60 minus 60 minus 16 minus 60 and minus 12, and the result 4. Next, adjoint matrix, where matrix A, the first number is called the row and the second number is called the column. And don't forget, adjoint A, plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Formula for finding the adjoint of the first row, first column, second row, first column, third row, first column, and so on until the third column. If now A, matrix A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and determinant A 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, and 9. Answer, matrix first row, first column equal to 5, 6, 8, and 9. Matrix second row, first column 2, 3, 8, 9. Matrix 3 row and first column 2, 3, 5, 6. Five times 9 minus 6 times 8. Together equal to minus 3. 2 times 9 minus 3 times 8 equal to minus 6. 2 times 6 minus 3 times 5 equal to minus 3. Matrix first row, second column, 4, 4, 6, 7, 9. Matrix second row, second column, 1, 3, 7, 9. Matrix 3 row and second column, 1, 3, 4, 6. 4 times 9 minus 6. 6 times 7 to equal to minus 6. And minus 12 and minus 6. Minus 1 times the power of 2 times minus 3. Minus 3. Adjoin A is minus 3, 6 minus 3, 6 minus 12, 6 minus 3, 6 and minus 3. Inverse. The formula A inverse together with adjoint A assert determinant A. Matrix A consists of 8, 4, 5, and 3. A first row, first column, A first row and second column, A second row, first column, and then A second row, second column. Next, transpose matrix 3, minus 5, minus 4, and 8. Transpose 2, 3, minus 4, minus 5, and 8. A inverse together with adjoint times A assert determinant A. Adjoint 3, minus 4, minus 5, and 8 assert 4. Where can the determinant be 4? From matrix A, 8 times 3, 4 times 5, the result of each are subtracted and the result is 4. Next, 3 assert 4 together with 0.75. Next, minus 4 assert 4 together with minus 1. Minus 5 assert 4 together with minus 1.25. And the last, x assert 4 together with 2. Matrix A 4, 7, 2, and 5. Matrix A is A first row, first column, A second row, first column, A first row, second column, A second row and second column. Transpose matrix 5, minus 7, minus 2, and 4. The transpose 2, 5, minus 7, minus 2, and 4. Next, A inverse equal to adjoint plus A third determinant A equal to 5 minus 7 minus 2 and 4. Third, 6. And the last, 5 third 6 equal to 0.183 minus 7 third 6 equal to minus 1.1 minus 2 third 6 equal to 0.30 plus 4 third 6 to equal to 0.6. Linear equation using matrix. Example, find x1 and x2 using Cramer's rules if 5x1 plus 0.4x2 together with 12, 3x1 plus 3x2 together with 21. Answer, matrix A together with 5, 0.4, 3, and 3. Matrix X together with x1, x2. And matrix C, 12 and 21. We are looking for x1. x1 together with determinant A1, third determinant A. 12 times 3 together with 36, 0.4 times 21 together with 8.4, third 5 times 3 together with 50, 0.4 times 3 together with 1.2, 36 minus 8.4 together with 27.6. 50 minus 1.2 together with 30.8, 20.6 or 30.8 together with 2. If now x1 plus 4x2 plus x2 equal to minus 1, 3x1 plus 2x plus 2x3 equal to 3x1 minus 2x4 x3. Matrix A, 1, 4, 1, 3 minus 4, 2, 3 minus 2, and 1. Matrix X, x1, x2, and x3. And matrix C, minus 1, minus 5, and 2. Looking for determinants. Looking for x1. Looking for x2. Looking for x3. So x1 equal to 34 third 80 equal to 1.1880. x2 9 times 80 equal to 0.5. x3 equal to minus plus 80 equal to minus 6. So x1 equal to 1.1880, x2 equal to 0.5, and the last x3 equal to minus 6. Thank you, everyone.
Okay guys, that's all from us, and I want to say sorry if me or my friends make a mistake. So thank you guys for watching. See you on next video. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.